There are cars over there, why not? What's this dude doing here? Oh, he's building a fence. Okay, that's cool. Oh, and I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea what these paths are. I'm just literally exploring, which is the whole purpose of this bike. And this is something this bike can do easily, but I can't yet. So that's why I'm going so slow, I'm going so cautiously. Also the fact that I'm over 40 and the crash will hurt me a lot. That little tumble opened my wrists, so I couldn't... It was really hard to ride the next day. I didn't have any strength on my left hand. It really hurts. It took me almost a month to get the feel back to 100% on my hands. And that was just dropping the bike. I hurt my wrist because I was holding on to the bike, trying to prevent it to fall until I aborted and just let it drop. Hey, here's another a GS 1200, a Spanish GS 1200. Yeah, I'm not going to go straight down there. I could, but that's a bit too much. The parking lot is here. But yeah, but this looks cool. This is what I wanted. See? Oh, those Jeeps that passed me, you can't see them, but they're down there. You can just barely see. I'm going to try and hold very still so I can zoom in. Zoom in, go! So there is a path there. Again, I have to do this with other people. So in case of a small tumble, I get help to pick up the bike, and in case I need some repairs or whatever, you know. You shouldn't be doing this alone like I am doing, because I'm a bit of an idiot. Also I'm a bit of a lone wolf. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try and find someone to do this with me. But this is Portugal. This is north of the Cape de Roca. Roca sometimes is translated to rock because it sounds like rock, but it's nothing to do with that. Roca is a... I'll put it on screen with a link or something, because I can't really explain what it is, because I'm not really 100% sure what it is. It's something, I think, to do with weaving cloth. But I'll research it. It's just a name, but I know the name means something. And then I'll just link it, okay? Yeah, I know where I know where I did the left turn, and if I did the right turn, I would have gone to that part, which would look pretty freaking... Let's go down there, fuck it. There's more people here, and if I crash, they'll help me pick up the bike. Why the fuck not? I know there is a beach hidden here somewhere. The beer beach. And not just beer, but female beer. English beer, male, and beer female is the same, because it's not male or female, it's it. In Portuguese, in Latin languages, and in many other languages around the world, nouns have gender, and this is the beer female gender. So beer ursa, beer is ursu. Atenção, praia não vigiada. So yeah, the beach is kind of like somewhere this way, and it's way down there. Let's see if I can take a little peek at the path down. Hey, let's go. Just keep it there, no one's going to steal my bike, not here. So I guess the path is down here, or that way. Or that way, see? People hiking down, and it's really hard just to hike down, never mind going... That's impossible to go through with a bike. I'm always concerned about the bike, because it's very... I've lowered it, and so it stands really straight up when I try to park it that way. It's not... It's never very, very safe. Yeah, you can just see the beach down there. See? Pretty fucking cool. Well, let's go back, because you didn't come here to watch me walk. By the way, I'm not 100% alone. I did bring company. Hey. And here's my company, my cool duck. It's called Afonso Fábio. Let's go. I'm always crossing these two poor folks. So you can laugh at my lack of skill. I laugh too, but I'm learning, and I'm very quickly learning that faster is easier. I'm just not going faster because faster also requires that I keep better control, and I don't have enough control on the bike yet to go fast, because if I have to turn or brake suddenly, I don't know how to do that, and so that will end suboptimally. And my brain sometimes plays some tricks on me, makes me stop where I shouldn't stop, and then I get stuck, just as I did when I dropped the bike. So to avoid that, I usually go a bit more cautiously. But as you can see, now that I've done this way down, I'm fine, so I know what the path is, so I'm a lot more confident and I'm going a lot faster. See? This happens to me a lot. I go slowly one way and then much faster the other way. And so we could go to Cabo de Roca, but we are not going to. One thing this bike is seriously lacking is that whenever I stop it and start it again, the ABS goes back on. And there is also no way to deactivate ABS on the go. I have to actually be stopped. So that's a bummer. That's the only thing I think on this bike is not optimal, it's not well done. I understand why, I've said this before, it's a software thing, the ABS needs to be stopped to be able to disengage and know it's okay. It's also a security thing, a safety thing, probably mandated by legislation that you can't turn it off while moving, but still. Just a disclaimer saying it is illegal to turn this off while moving on public roads, and then okay, then we could turn it off just before we go into off-road, or when we go into off-road, as it happened to me over there, because I stopped the bike and turned it off to move it slightly to get a better angle to overcome the obstacle that I found. Then the ABS was on, and when I tried to brake, it didn't actually brake. That was very unpleasant. So to be able to, for me to just turn it back off quickly, that's just a shame, and I really wish. Ideally would be what the next version of this one brings, which is the ability to just turn off ABS on the rear wheel, which for noobs like me is godsend, because I can just clamp onto the front lever and just try and brake, even off-roading, with the safety net that even if it locks up, it won't fall. It'll go all wobbly and all wonky, but it'll give me more time to unload the brake and then try again without activating the ABS, while the rear wheel keeps me slowing down the way I need it to, and it's much easier to control a rear wheel slide than a front wheel slide. So that would be optimal, but this one doesn't quite have it, which is a shame. Again, the next version is best, but I wouldn't be able to get the deal I got on this one, which was a complete steal. I'm actually kind of scared to tell you guys how much I paid for this one, because I'm afraid people will complain to Yamaha that they don't get the discount this big too. This is a rally version, it's relatively hard to sell, not many sell. It was already a demo bike, so it's had a rough life, and why the fuck not? Let's go. It's had a rough life, and it was overdue the time for selling because they couldn't sell it. So with all of those factors, I managed to get a awesome discount. It was just, okay, we're not talking 50%, and never mind, it's not double digits percent, but it was kind of like, it was either this one, which is a rally version. Again, it's got like nearly 2,000 extra euros in extras, like the exhaust and all the stuff that I've mentioned before, basically for the price of a base model, which was great. I'm not, out of the top of my head, I don't really remember if my extra accessories, the top case and the support for the top case and the other things that I got for it, not a lot, just a couple of things, which I can't remember right now because Jesus fucking Christ. That was a heart attack. I'm not sure if you saw it, but that metal pole just swung into the middle of the road, and if I was 20 meters in front, it would just impale me through the chest. Holy crap. Now there's something I was not expecting to have to deal with. Woo! Wow. But yeah, I got a great steal on this one. Not really sure where I was going with that story, but I'm also not really sure where I'm going on this road, so it is what it is. But this, again, is what I signed up for. It's not riding like a maniac through here, pretending that I'm doing a rally. No, I just want to explore. Look at this. This is nice. And when I learn more, I can do this a bit faster and also enjoy myself from the adrenaline of doing this faster. And if I stand up a bit, I can even go on this deeper part with not a lot of issues. I wonder where this goes, because I know where... Oops, my bad. I know where that goes, so let's see where this goes. Whoa, look at that! The camera does not do this justice at all. And this is my backyard! And now, to annoy everyone in Portugal, this kind of stuff is a part of why we submit ourselves to live in this country, where a highly paid IT consultant makes less money than someone working at McDonald's in the United States. Yeah. I make just about what the McDonald's worker does in the United States, which is ridiculous. Our wages are very low, and I'm not badly paid, to be honest. Not at all. I hope my boss isn't seeing this. If you are, but yeah, I don't think I'm actually badly paid. I could do a lot more because I never have money for anything. In fact, I'm wasting money on gasoline. I do not have money. I cannot afford, but it's better than going to the movies, this. But still, just look at this. Come on. This makes nearly everything worth it. And I could go down. That's a bit gnarly. It's not the going down part, it's the coming back up part that I don't know, and I don't know if this suddenly gets way worse. I can always turn around, but I think that's a bit too much for today. And this is someone's house. I would... oh man, I'm so jealous. Look at this. This is someone with a lot of money. This is like a 3 million euro mansion, for sure. Probably no one lives here. It's more likely something that can be rented or something. This is the Street of Love. That's a really big house. And this is the Street of Peace. And I do not know where I am. Oh, I think I've been here once with the tracer, and I very nearly binned it. Just want to go around, and I don't know how to go around here. Oh, this is something. And I swear I've never been here. I don't know where this goes. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured this would come back to A roads, just from the... I'm hearing sirens. That kind of like a house. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know where I am. Let's go back. That's it, basically. that was a fun adventure. Fun. And again, this is why I bought this bike. This is why I wanted this bike so badly. It's to be able to do this. I'm not doing this fast. I'm not... The other path probably arrives here. I'm not doing this fast. I'm not power sliding through corners, off-roading. The bike can do that if you have a lot of skill, which I do not have, and quite honestly, I don't think I ever will. But this bike allows me to do that, to just explore. Let's go like I did over there. Like, oh, there's a path. But yeah, let's see where this goes. And then with a little bit of skill I could go through down that other path, which I rejected right now because it's a steep downhill, there's big ruts, there's loose rock inside that ruts. I have no idea how it looks after that. Could be even worse. Doesn't look like a path where other stuff can run around. So no, I won't go through that one, but I went through because it looked very much easier. It looked like a path that a car could take. So yeah, that's why I bought this bike. It allows me to do that. For example, I couldn't go down there. I just was going too fast. And maybe it's enough for today, frankly. I know my limits. I like to exceed my limits and do new stuff that's hard. But on the bike, that is not a good mindset at all. You should never exceed your limits, but you can go near them to push them further back slightly every time. So that's what I'm doing. I'm practicing slowly. That was easy. That had a bit of a more difficult bits, a couple of difficult bits where I had to pull a bit more skill out of the bag and overcome. But it was not a big deal. So next time when I go into a path like that, I'm way more comfortable, so I'll be just perfectly fine. When I get to the bits where I had to pull a bit more skill that I did now, they're just going to be routine. So it's going to be, I've done this, these big jutting rocks, big smooth jutting rocks from the ground, they're not moving, so I can just roll through them. I just need to keep momentum, and that's fine. Which was something I did not know before today. I looked at those and I thought, I'll go that way because that way looks dangerous. I would just have to keep the throttle semi-open and just go for it. And it really wouldn't have been a big deal, but I did not know that. Now I do. Oh, I really wanted to do this turn fast. That's just because this is a classic turn here. It is. On Sundays, there's a guys taking pictures down there. It's kind of like the last bend of the Tail of the Dragon in the US. Ours is that one over there. It's a long, constant radius corner, slightly uphill. There's also lots of crashes there. Lots. It's not because the road is weird, just because people overdo it and then just bin it. That was relaxing. I can also go down here. I'm already planning next time that way. Oh, it leads to a small farm. You also didn't see me standing up a lot because I was trying to keep my energy. I now prefer standing up generally, but it's tiresome. And if I get tired, I make bad decisions, like stopping in the middle of a climb. And so, to avoid that, I now, instead of forcing myself to stand up, I force myself to sit down. I was almost said stand down. Yeah.